The day is softening now. Everything that needed your attention has slowly begun to fade into the distance. Nothing is urgent here, nothing is pressing. This is a time made only for rest and for gentle breathing and for a quiet kind of ease that you do not have to earn. Notice how it feels to arrive at this moment, almost as if you are stepping quietly out of the day, the way you might step out of a pair of shoes and leave them by the door. The thoughts of the day can rest there too, beside those shoes, waiting if you ever need them again. For now, they can stay there as you come a little farther into the softness of this night. Imagine you are moving into a still, moonlit clearing. The air is cool and calm, with just the slightest warmth that keeps you comfortable and safe. Above, the sky is open and quiet, gentle stars resting in their places, far away, and yet somehow close enough to feel. The ground beneath you is steady and kind, holding your weight with no effort at all. Nothing needs to be done, nothing needs to be fixed or figured out. In this gentle clearing, your only task is to be here, breathing slowly, feeling the simple comfort of being supported. Notice your breath as it moves in. Notice your breath as it moves out. No need to change it, no need to control it. Just watching it, the way you might watch soft ripples spreading across a still pond. With each easy breath, it is as if the world around you grows quieter. The sounds of the day drift away, like distant echoes fading behind the trees at the edge of the clearing. Here, everything is quieter, softer, and slower. You may sense the soft glow of moonlight brushing across your skin like a cool, gentle hand. You may sense the calm weight of your body, resting where you are, fully allowed to relax. The ground holds you, the night holds you. You are safe here. In the distance, something begins to shimmer. It is subtle at first, just a faint silvery glow beyond the trees. As you rest in the clearing, this glow feels welcoming, like a distant lantern left burning for you, quietly, patiently. You do not need to go to it yet. Just noticing that there is enough. This is the dream bridge, resting peacefully ahead, waiting without hurry, without expectation. It is not calling you, not pulling you. It is simply there, existing in calm stillness, ready whenever you are. For now, you are just arriving. Arriving in your body, arriving in your breath, arriving in the feeling of being gently cradled by this moment. If any thoughts drift close, you can imagine them as leaves at the edge of the clearing. You can see them, you can know they are there, and you can let them stay where they are. They do not need to follow you into the quiet center of this space. They can simply wait at the edges, growing softer and softer until they are barely there at all. Feel how your body softens as you sink a little more fully into where you are resting. Maybe the shoulders ease down, as if they have been carrying a bag that slips slowly to the floor. Maybe the jaw loosens, the tongue relaxing, the muscles around your eyes growing heavy and calm. This is your time to set everything down. If there is any tightness, any little knot of worry or tension, you do not need to push it away. Just notice it gently, as if you were sitting beside it, keeping it company. Offer it the same softness that fills this clearing. With each slow breath, imagine that softness wrapping kindly around any tense place, like a blanket laid carefully over tired shoulders. In this quiet space, it becomes easier to feel how deeply you are supported by the surface beneath you, by the air around you, by the steady rhythm of your own breathing. Nothing is required from you. Time here moves differently. It stretches out wide and calm, like a still lake under a calm sky. You are not late for anything. You are not missing anything. You are exactly where you need to be, and there is nowhere else you have to go. As you rest, your awareness may wander toward that gentle glow in the distance again. The dream bridge waits there, quiet, steady, softly shining. Not a bridge of stone or wood, but a smooth, luminous path that seems to float between this waking world and the world of dreams. It feels like a promise of deep rest, a place where the mind can drift and roam in safety. You do not need to cross it yet. For now, it is enough to know that it is there for you, held in the hush of the night. It will not change or fade or disappear. No matter how long you take, it will remain, glowing gently, like a friend holding a lantern just ahead on the path. Turn your attention again to this simple moment, to the weight of your body, to the ease of each breath, to the way the night seems to wrap around you like a soft, warm cloak. Each inhale brings a little more calm. Each exhale lets something go. Maybe it is a thought. Maybe it is a small strain in the muscles. Maybe it is just a tiny bit of the day falling away piece by piece as you settle into the softness of now. In the moonlit clearing, the air feels clean and gentle. You might imagine the scent of cool night air and a faint sweetness, like distant flowers resting in the dark. The ground is solid beneath you, so familiar and reassuring, like a quiet hand offered for you to lean on. Here, you are allowed to be exactly as you are, sleepy or not sleepy, calm or a little restless. Every feeling is welcome, surrounded by the same kindness and patience that fills this place. If your mind wanders, it is all right. It can wander and wander, and each time it does, this clearing is still here, waiting, unchanged. You can always come back to the feeling of being held by the ground. You can always come back to the rise and fall of your breath. You can always come back to the gentle glow of that bridge in the distance, resting like a quiet star on the horizon. Notice how the edges of your thoughts may already be softening, how the space between one breath and the next feels a little wider, how the body may be growing heavier, more comfortable, more at ease. Nothing is rushing you, nothing is pushing you. The path into rest can be taken slowly, at your own pace, one small step of relaxation at a time. In this stillness, it can feel as if the night itself is breathing with you. When you inhale, the world leans in, offering calm. When you exhale, the world leans back, giving you space to loosen and let go, back and forth, in and out, a quiet, natural rhythm that carries you deeper into comfort. You are already on the way, simply by pausing, simply by noticing, simply by letting this soft moment wrap around you like a gentle embrace. The dream bridge continues to glow quietly in the distance, patient and sure. The clearing continues to hold you, steady and kind. Your breath continues its slow, gentle rhythm, like waves lapping easily at a quiet shore. Here you are safe. Here you are allowed to rest. Here you can drift and float, as if your body is slowly sinking into the perfect shape of comfort prepared just for you. Allow the night to cradle you. Allow the quiet to deepen around you. Allow the soft glow in the distance to stay with you, like a promise of deeper sleep still to come. And as you rest here in this gentle stillness, you can simply continue to breathe and feel and settle, letting yourself be carried softly by the hush of this peaceful night. The path grows quieter now. The air feels softer. Each step seems slower, gentler, as if the night itself is walking with you. Around you, the darkness is kind and calm. It is not heavy. It feels like a soft blanket spread across the world, holding everything in a gentle hush. Breath moves in, breath drifts out. The simple rhythm of breathing becomes a soft and steady anchor, easy and unhurried. With every exhale, the body loosens a little more, as if it is slowly remembering how to rest. Ahead, the path seems to pause. The world waits with it. In this stillness, something begins to change in the air, almost too quiet to notice at first. A faint glow stirs in the space before you, very small, very gentle, like the first hint of a star waking up inside the night. Then another small light appears, and another. Tiny points of soft brightness, hovering in the air at different heights, as tender as fireflies made of moonlight. They do not rush. They simply arrive one by one, as though they have all the time in the world. You stand here, and the path stands with you, while the darkness slowly fills with these little lanterns of starlight. Each light floats in quiet stillness, glowing with a calm, pale warmth. They look almost alive, almost aware, like small, kind eyes that only know how to shine gently. Notice how they seem to respond to the rise and fall of your breathing. When the breath comes in, the lights brighten the smallest amount. When the breath flows out, they soften and grow a little dimmer. as though they are breathing with you. Inhale, and the tiny lanterns glow a little stronger. Exhale, and they relax with you, easing into a calmer shimmer. This simple, shared rhythm turns the air around you into a quiet, living sea of light. You do not have to do anything, you do not have to try. Just being here is enough. Your presence alone is a gentle invitation for these lights to gather and glow. Feel how the space around your body changes. It is as if the air has grown warmer by a very small, sweet degree. Not hot, not bright, just a soft, tender warmth that brushes lightly across the skin. Perhaps it touches your cheeks first, like the faintest sun of a distant morning. Maybe you sense it along your shoulders, your hands, your chest. Wherever you notice it, let the warmth spread slowly, with the same unhurried pace as your breathing. The lanterns drift a little closer now, still hovering, still weightless. No fear lives in them. They carry only ease. They seem to know instinctively how close to come, giving you space while also keeping you company. One lantern floats near your hand. Its glow is gentle and steady. If you like, you can imagine holding your hand just beneath it, feeling its soft warmth resting on your skin like a tiny sun wrapped in cotton. The warmth is subtle, like the touch of moonlight that somehow has learned how to be cozy. It moves through the hand, up the arm, and into the chest, spreading comfort from the inside out. With each breath, this warmth grows a little deeper, a little quieter. Now the lanterns gather slowly around you, forming a loose, glowing circle. They are high and low. Some float by your shoulders, others by your knees, some a little above your head, as if gently crowning you with starlight. Everything outside this circle grows softer and more distant. The world beyond the lights becomes a calm, velvety blur. Nothing is pressing in, nothing is asking for your attention. All that exists, for now, is breath, warmth, and this gentle, starry glow. As you breathe in, feel the lanterns brighten again, tiny hearts of light pulsing with your inhale. As you breathe out, let the shoulders ease, the jaw loosen, the muscles soften, while the lanterns dim just a touch, like a lullaby that understands how to whisper. The hush around you deepens. It is the kind of quiet that feels alive and kind, a silence that listens with you, holding space for every slow, steady breath. A feeling of wonder starts to bloom in the stillness. Not loud, not sharp, just a gentle curiosity, like the soft widening of the eyes when something beautiful appears, without trying to impress. You might notice how each lantern has its own steady glow, its own calm presence, and yet they all move together with your breathing, as if sharing a secret language with your body. They seem to say, without words, that you are not alone here. You are seen, you are safe, you are quietly held. Allow the heart to soften into this. Let it open just a little, as if it too is a small lantern glowing inside your chest. With each breath, that inner light becomes calmer, steadier, more at ease. In this gentle circle of starlight, tension has nowhere to cling. It simply melts, like frost in early morning, fading with each exhale. Old worries loosen their grip, sliding away into the soft dark beyond the lanterns. Thoughts may come and thoughts may go, like small clouds passing far above. The lanterns do not chase them, they do not pull them close. They only continue to glow, patient and kind, staying with you in quiet companionship. With every moment that passes here, the body understands more deeply that it is allowed to rest. The mind understands that it is allowed to slow. Nothing needs to be solved in this soft circle of light. Nothing needs to be fixed or figured out. If any feeling arises, the lanterns hold it gently. A little warmth grows around it like a soft blanket wrapping tenderly around something fragile. Every part of you is welcomed here, without hurry, without demand. Notice again the tiny changes in the air on your skin. The warmth of starlight seems to breathe with you now, expanding and settling with each inhale and exhale. It feels like a cocoon woven out of night and softness, lined with 1,000 small, patient suns. The more you relax, the more the lanterns seem to smile in their quiet way. Their glow ripples slightly, slow and easy, matching the calm rhythm of your chest rising and falling. Your own ease is reflected in their light, like a gentle echo. If you listen closely to this quiet, you might sense the silence almost as a sound of its own, a soft, deep hush that wraps around you, protecting this moment from every distraction. Here, time stretches out, wide and gentle, with nowhere you need to go. The path beneath you feels steady and sure. Your body knows it is supported. Your breath knows the way, all on its own. And all around, lanterns of starlight keep watch, glowing with calm devotion. You are held in a pool of soft, shimmering comfort now. Inside this pool of light, every breath is an invitation to sink a little deeper into rest, to float a little more easily in this star-warmed ease. Let your awareness grow quiet, like a lantern slowly dimming to the perfect, peaceful glow. The circle of starlight remains around you, a gentle guard of warmth and calm. The world beyond can fade into the distance for a while, drifting softly away, breath in, breath out. Wrapped in light, wrapped in quiet, wrapped in warmth. The hush deepens, the glow softens, and everything settles into a serene, shining stillness, growing quieter and quieter as you rest here in the gentle company of these tender, watching stars. Softly now the path opens out ahead. The close glow of the lanterns fades behind, and the night stretches wide and gentle around you. You step out into an open meadow, washed in silver moonlight. The sky above is a deep, quiet velvet scattered with slow, steady stars. The air feels spacious here, calm and cool against your skin. Each breath seems to open a little more room inside you, as if your chest, your mind, your whole being can finally spread out and rest. The ground beneath your feet is soft, covered in tall grass that brushes your ankles. It sways in a slow, easy rhythm, like a quiet ocean moved by a tender breeze. The blades whisper against one another, a faint, hushed sound that blends with your breathing. You move at an unhurried pace, each step gentle, each step soft. Notice how the night holds you here. The silver light of the moon lays across the meadow like a smooth, shining blanket. It turns each blade of grass into a thin, glowing thread, pale and peaceful. The air itself seems to shimmer very softly, as though it is lit from within by some quiet magic. Your footsteps make a muffled sound as you walk. They sink a little into the earth, cushioned by the cool, springy ground. You might hear a tiny crunch, a soft rustle, then silence again. Sound arrives and then fades away, just as each thought arrives and then drifts off into the open night. Ahead, the meadow stretches out in all directions. Nothing presses in, nothing closes around you. Everything is open, gentle, spacious, like a long, deep breath that never needs to end. Feel the way your body responds to this space. Perhaps your shoulders slip down a little, your jaw loosens, your hands soften. The muscles along your back and neck ease as if they can finally set down what they have been holding all day. The night breeze is slow and kind here. It moves through the tall grass in long, sweeping waves. You can almost see the motion, a gentle rolling as the meadow bends and rises again, like the rhythm of an easy tide, or the calm, steady rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. In this wide, open field, worries no longer feel close. They are like small shapes at the far edge of the horizon, drifting further and further away. With each slow step, they grow softer, lighter, less solid. They thin out like mist, dissolving in the first touch of dawn until they are only faint traces in the distance. Take a moment to imagine those concerns, if any remain, gathered at the edge of this meadow. They wait there, far from you, like tiny lights flickering on a far hill. With each exhale, they move backward another gentle step. So far away now that they cannot reach you, cannot tug at you, cannot ask anything of you. Here, you do not have to solve or fix anything. You do not have to think ahead or look behind. All that matters is this soft ground, this cool, luminous air, this tender night laid open above you. You are simply walking slowly, peacefully across a sea of silver grass. The stars above are quiet companions. They do not hurry, they do not demand. They simply shine steady and calm, like tiny points of comfort scattered across the dark sky. Every so often, you might pause in your slow steps. Standing still, you feel the gentle sway of the meadow around you. Grass leans, then straightens, brushing lightly against your legs and hands. A breath flows in, then out, and in the quiet between, you rest. The air feels almost silky as it moves over your face, cool but kind. It carries the faint, earthy scent of grass and soil, clean and grounding. With each breath in, your body draws in this grounded calm. With each breath out, anything heavy releases downward, into the waiting earth. You may imagine that the moonlight is touching your skin, as soft as warm water. It settles over your shoulders, down your back, across your arms and chest. Wherever that silvery light rests, tension loosens. Knots untie, muscles sink, as though the light is gently smoothing every part of you. All around, the meadow is very quiet. You might notice the barely there chirp of a night insect far away, perhaps the soft flap of a distant wing. Then again, that easy, restful silence, open, welcoming, easy to breathe in. As you continue across the field, the sense of space grows even more. The sky feels higher, wider. The horizon gently curves away on all sides, like the calm edge of a peaceful world. Here, you are held not by walls or roofs or narrow paths, but by the whole kind night. Thoughts may float up now and then, like small clouds drifting through the starlit sky. They move in, then pass across, then move out again. There is nothing to chase, nothing to hold on to, just the steady rhythm of your steps, the softness of the grass, the slow, deep pool of the night around you. Each step seems to grow slower, smoother, more relaxed. Your feet glide rather than press. Your body feels almost weightless, as though the earth is carrying you rather than you walking upon it. The boundary between you and the meadow begins to blur, just a little, like two calm breaths joining into one. Maybe you notice how your breathing and the wind through the grass have found the same pace. Inhale, and the grass seems to rise toward you. Exhale, and it leans away again, a quiet bow. You and the night, you and the field, moving together in one gentle shared motion. The longer you stay here, the easier it becomes to release. Release the day, release what was said and what was not. Release what was done and what remains to be done. They simply slide off, like leaves slipping from a branch at the end of a season, falling softly onto the ground and disappearing into the dark, rich soil. Notice how light you feel without them. No rush, no weight, just this calm presence in this beautiful, silver blue world. Your mind responds to this lightness by quieting, thought by thought, sound by sound. If anything still lingers in the back of your awareness, you can imagine placing it gently on a small glowing seed of light in your hand. Then, when you are ready, you open your fingers and watch the seed float away over the meadow. It rises slowly, carried by the tender breeze, drifting farther and farther until it becomes only a tiny spark among the distant stars. Now you are simply here, walking or standing still in the middle of this moonlit sea of grass. The sky above, the earth below, the soft wind around you, all meeting at the quiet center that is you, steady, safe, deeply at ease. The sound of your own soft breathing is like a lullaby in this open space. Each inhale gathers a cool, soothing calm. Each exhale spreads that calm through your body, from your head, down your neck and shoulders, through your chest and arms, down into your stomach, hips, legs, and feet. Wave after wave of ease, rolling through you like the slow sway of the meadow. Time here feels gentle, unhurried. Moments stretch out, not heavy, but light and smooth, like a silk ribbon unspooling in the dark. You do not need to move quickly. You do not need to move at all unless it feels comfortable. Everything around you encourages rest, softness, drifting. The moon continues to shine softly overhead, a calm guardian of the night. Its light touches the grass, the air, your skin, your thoughts. It seems to polish them all, smoothing away rough edges, rounding sharp corners, leaving only quiet shapes and quiet feelings behind. In this wide silver meadow, you are surrounded by kindness. The night itself feels like a gentle embrace, spacious yet close, open yet deeply protective. It cradles you, the way a calm ocean cradles a floating leaf, letting you rest upon its surface, safe and supported. As you linger here, notice how your body grows heavier in a pleasant, peaceful way, like a stone finally settling at the bottom of a clear, still pool. No more drifting, no more effort, just settling and sinking into comfort. The grass continues its slow, delicate dance around you. The stars continue their silent watch. The horizon keeps its soft circle, and in the middle of it all, you are calm, quiet, and deeply, deeply at rest. Nothing is asked of you now. Nothing is needed, only this slow breath in and this slow breath out, carried gently across the moonlit meadow into the sweet, open silence of the night. The night around you is quiet and kind. The air feels cool and gentle on your skin, like a soft whisper that holds no demands, only ease. Above, the sky stretches wide and still, scattered with calm, steady stars that watch over everything in silence. Each breath arrives slowly and leaves slowly, as if the whole night is breathing along with you. Far ahead, where the darkness of the horizon meets the soft glow of the sky, something begins to change. At first, it is only the smallest hint of light, so faint it could be a memory. A tiny shimmer resting low, where earth and sky seem to touch, barely there, yet somehow familiar. It does not rush toward you, and it does not call out. It simply waits, gentle and patient, like a quiet smile in the distance. The ground beneath your feet feels solid and safe, supporting every step without effort. With each slow breath, your body settles a little more, shoulders loosening, jaw softening, hands growing heavy and relaxed. As you drift forward, the faint shimmer ahead seems to steady and brighten, still soft, still calm. It is as if the light is breathing with you, growing clearer each time the air moves in and out of your chest. Soon you notice how the horizon has changed shape. What was once only a thin line of shadow now holds a soft, curved glow. A gentle arch has begun to form, not sharp or rigid, but smooth, like moonlight folded into a bridge. The light is never harsh. It has the warmth of a candle seen from far away, steady and soothing, inviting without a word. Your steps remain unhurried. There is no need to reach the bridge quickly. This path is not about rushing, but about feeling how the quiet gathers around you, how the night supports you with every movement. You can sense the weight of your body more clearly now, a comforting heaviness that says you are safe enough to let go. As you draw a little closer, another presence joins the scene. A river lies ahead, its surface calm and dark, flowing so slowly it might be resting more than moving. Starlight sprinkles across it in soft fragments, like tiny pieces of the sky taking a gentle ride on the current. The air near the water is cooler, fresh and clean, carrying a faint, peaceful hush. On the surface of the river, you see it, the first clear reflection of the glow. The bridge's light spills down into the water, as if the river itself is holding it, cradling it with care. The arch above and its reflection below meet in the middle, forming a soft, glowing oval of calm. It feels like a doorway into a deeper quiet. The glow ripples slightly as the water moves, never broken, only softened. Each small wave bends the light, then lets it return to its shape, the way a slow, deep breath lifts the chest and lets it fall again. Watching that gentle movement, your own breathing naturally follows, in and out, slow and easy and unforced. The closer you move, the more the bridge's light deepens. It does not grow brighter in a sharp way, only fuller, richer, like the feeling of being wrapped in a warm, soft blanket. It glows with a muted gold, edged with pale silver, as though the stars have woven themselves into its curve. Nothing about it startles you, it simply feels right, as if it has always stood there, waiting quietly in the night. You pause for a moment at the edge of the riverbank. Here, the ground feels especially steady under your feet, as if the earth knows you have reached an important, peaceful place. The air around the bridge seems to hum, with a very soft, almost silent comfort. Not a sound you hear with your ears, but a sense you recognize deep inside. Something here knows you, without asking you to be any different than you are. You might notice how your chest feels a little lighter now. The weight of the day seems further away, like footsteps fading into the distance behind you. Memories of noise and busyness grow softer, more distant, as if wrapped in layers of velvet night. In this gentle space, you do not have to hold anything up or hold anything in. You are allowed to simply be. The bridge seems to respond to the softening inside you. Its glow feels warmer somehow, like a friendly face turning toward you. There is no pressure, no demand to cross, only a quiet welcome, as if the bridge recognizes you the way an old friend might, with easy, wordless understanding. It has been here, waiting in its calm, steady light, patient and kind. You take another slow step forward, then another. With each one, your body feels heavier in the best possible way, grounded and stable, like a stone resting at the bottom of a clear pool. Your legs relax, your back lets go of hidden tension, even the small muscles around your eyes soften and release. The soft glow of the bridge washes over you little by little, as gentle as dusk settling over a quiet field. The details of the bridge become clearer now. The arch rises gracefully from one bank to the other, its surface smooth and inviting. Light appears to flow along it, not flickering, but moving slowly, like a stream of starlight that has decided to rest in place. Here and there, tiny points of brightness sparkle softly, like shy stars leaning close to see who has arrived. Standing near the beginning of the bridge, you notice how calm the river feels beneath it. The water drifts by in a slow, quiet rhythm, as if time itself has relaxed. The reflection of the arch is so gentle and complete that it feels as though you are standing between two skies, one above you and one below, both holding you in safety. Every part of this place seems to whisper the same simple truth. You belong. A tender sense of recognition rises inside you, not a loud feeling, not a sudden rush, but a quiet, deep knowing. It is as if some part of you remembers this bridge from long ago, from dreams half forgotten upon waking, from moments when you wished for a safe passage into rest. Now, here it is, not imagined, but present before you in the soft glow and the hush of the river. The bridge does not ask for explanations. It does not ask you to prove anything or to be stronger, better, or different. Its only offering is this gentle path of light, stretching from where you stand now into a space of even deeper ease. Its presence says, without words, that it has always been ready for you, that it will always be ready when you return. Nothing is hurried, nothing is forced. You linger at the foot of the bridge, letting the warmth of its light rest on your skin, letting the quiet of the river settle around your thoughts. The night air feels softer here, as if the glow has melted away any last rough edges of the day. Breathing is easy, slow, and natural, like waves touching the shore and slipping away again. Your body understands this rhythm and begins to follow it, relaxing more deeply with every gentle rise and fall of your breath. In this calm place, any distant worries feel far away, wrapped in the dim edges of the horizon. The sky remains a silent guardian overhead, stars blinking slowly, calmly, in no hurry at all. You stand within a circle of trust, where earth, water, and starlight all agree to hold you without question. The bridge's glow rests at the center of it all, a soft heart of light, steady and sure. For now, it is enough to be here, right at the beginning of the arch. You do not need to think about where it leads, or when you will cross. Just standing in its gentle radiance is a kind of crossing already, a step away from the noise of the world and into something quieter, kinder, more forgiving. You are already held by the promise of safe passage, already wrapped in the feeling of being welcomed home. The river keeps its slow, soothing pace. The bridge continues to glow with that tender, unshaken light. Your breath moves in time with all of it, slower, deeper, softer, as if the night is breathing with you. And in this stillness, with the first glimmer of the bridge shining before you, everything in you is invited to rest, to loosen, to drift gently into the soft, waiting quiet. The night is soft around you now. The world has grown quiet and small, as if it has gently folded itself into the darkness. Ahead, the faint shimmer of the bridge waits, but before you step toward it, you find yourself pausing here, right at the edge of a slow, peaceful river. The air is cool and calm by the water. You can sense the gentle hush of the night, like a quiet breath resting over everything. Somewhere nearby, the river moves with an easy, unhurried flow. Its sound is soft and steady, almost like a whisper in the dark. Starlight touches the surface of the water in long, gentle lines. They stretch and ripple with each small movement of the river. Little glimmers appear and fade, like tiny, distant lanterns drifting slowly downstream. The glow is quiet, patient, and kind. The ground beneath your feet feels steady. You are safe here on the riverbank, held by the night, held by the soft murmuring of the water. No one needs anything from you. Nothing is urgent and nothing is pressing. You notice the weight you have carried through the day, thoughts that kept circling, emotions that felt heavy or tangled, things left unfinished, questions without answers, moments that did not feel quite right. All of that is still here, somewhere in the mind, somewhere in the body. And tonight, it does not need to be solved. It does not need to be fixed or sorted out. It is enough simply to notice that it is there. As you stand by the river, you see a smooth, gentle stretch of stones beside you. They lie in the soft earth, cool and rounded, washed by years of slow, patient water. Each stone feels calm, quiet, and solid, as if it knows how to rest. Reach down in your imagination and pick up a small stone. Feel its coolness against your palm. Notice how smooth it is, how easy it is to hold. It asks nothing of you. It simply rests in your hand. Now bring to mind one small piece of the day that has been weighing on you. Not the whole story, not every detail, just a single feeling, a single worry, a single tight place inside. Let it be gentle, as if you were looking at it from far away, without judgment, without blame. With quiet kindness, imagine placing that feeling into the stone you are holding. No force is needed. Just the simple thought, the simple wish that this piece of the day can rest here for now. The stone is steady enough to hold it. Notice how the stone feels a little different as it holds that weight for you. Still cool, still smooth, but somehow fuller, like a small vessel now carrying what you no longer have to carry alone. Bend down and set the stone gently on the ground beside the river. You are not throwing it away. You are not rejecting any part of yourself. You are simply placing it down for the night, letting the earth and the river watch over it while you rest. Stay with that small act for a moment. Feel the tiniest shift inside. Maybe a soft breath, maybe a hint of space across your chest, or around your shoulders, or behind your eyes. Another stone waits nearby, and you reach for it. Again, the touch is cool and calming. The stone settles easily into your hand, as if it has been waiting there just for you. This time, think of another piece of your day, perhaps a conversation that lingered, or a task left undone, or a thought that keeps circling back over and over. You do not have to analyze it, just acknowledge that it has been with you, that it has taken energy to hold. Gently allow that piece of the day to flow into the stone in your hand. Imagine it as a soft, dim light or a faint, warm mist easing out of your body, out of your mind, and into the solid, quiet shape of the stone. The stone receives it without question, without comment. It simply holds. Place this stone down beside the first. See them resting together at the river's edge, like small, peaceful guardians of your worries. The river's calm sound washes past them, around them, over them. The water continues to move, slow and dark and kind. Starlight keeps sliding across its surface in gentle streaks. With each breath, you feel more in tune with that rhythm. Inhale, exhale, like the river flowing in and flowing out. Another smooth stone comes into your hand now. Each one feels slightly different, but all of them share the same stable, grounded calm. This time, you might bring to mind a feeling from deeper within, perhaps a quiet sadness, or a hidden fear, or a soft, low level tension that never quite lets go. There is nothing wrong with it. It does not mean you have failed in any way. It simply means you have been human today. You have cared, you have tried, you have carried so much. Imagine cradling that feeling in your awareness for a moment, as you would hold a small, tired bird. Gentle, careful, kind. Then allow that feeling to ease into the stone. You do not need to push it out. You do not need to force anything. Just let the stone offer its quiet strength, its silent willingness to hold what you are ready to set down. When you place this stone with the others, notice how the little group at the river's edge is growing. A small circle of resting worries. A collection of pieces of the day that no longer need to live inside your body tonight. The river accepts them all without needing to know their stories. Its soft sound seems to say, I will hold them, I will carry them. You can rest now. You may take another stone if you like. Or simply imagine that every stone on this riverbank is ready and willing to receive whatever remains from the day. Each breath out can be another small offering, another subtle release. As you breathe in, feel the cool night air filling you with stillness. As you breathe out, feel a tiny strand of tension leaving your shoulders, your jaw, your chest, and settling into the stones by the water. The more you release, the more space you feel inside. Not empty, not hollow, just clear, open, and soft. The starlight on the river grows a little more gentle in your awareness. Those slow, shifting glows on the surface become like a quiet lullaby in light. They move in time with your breathing, in time with your heartbeat, in time with your growing sense of ease. You may even sense that some of your worries are already drifting, not lost, simply carried farther downstream by the slow, sure current. They become smaller and smaller in the distance, fading into the dark, peaceful night. If any thought tries to cling or return, there is no need to push it away. Just notice it kindly. Offer it another stone, offer it another breath. Let it rest at the river's edge, or let the water take it and carry it quietly on. Feel now how much lighter your body has become. Your hands are empty, relaxed. Your shoulders may have settled a little lower. Your face may feel softer, as if even the tiny muscles around your eyes and mouth are beginning to rest. Nothing important has been abandoned. All that you have set down is simply waiting here, safely held by the stones and the river and the night. When morning comes, if anything still matters, it will still be here for you. But for now, you are free to let it all be. The only thing asked of you in this moment is to breathe, to feel the quiet ground beneath you, to listen to the slow flow of the river, to sense the gentle glow of starlight moving across the water. Let this place by the river be a tender resting space for everything you have carried, a place where all thoughts can soften, where every feeling is allowed to pause, where the night itself whispers that you have done enough for today. Stay here for a few more breaths, breathing in the cool, calm night, breathing out into the stones and the water, into the darkness that holds you with such quiet care. The river keeps flowing on, the stars keep shining softly above, and you stand here, lighter now, wrapped in the hush of the night, gently, quietly, at ease. The night around you is quiet and kind. The soft glow of starlight rests gently on your skin, and the air feels calm and generous, like a deep, slow breath that never quite ends. Ahead, the dream bridge waits. Its light is steady and patient, as if it has all the time in the world for you. Nothing is rushed here, nothing is urgent, just an open path held in the arms of the night. You stand at the edge for a moment, right where the land gives way to the first shimmer of the bridge. This is a tender pause, a small stillness, like the space between one breath and the next. The river below moves in slow, sleepy currents, reflecting pieces of moon and star, flowing without effort. The sky above is wide and calm, holding you the way a soft blanket might, loosely and gently. Now, attention drifts down to your feet, to the simple, quiet fact of standing here, supported, held. The bridge waits, glowing with a soft, muted light, as if inviting you with a gentle smile. When you are ready inside, your first foot reaches forward, crossing that small distance from earth to dream. The moment it touches the bridge, something surprising and soothing greets you. Instead of hard stone or cold wood, the surface is soft and forgiving beneath your weight. It feels almost like woven moonbeams and starlight, a gentle cushion that shapes itself around each step. Your body understands this softness before your mind does. Muscles that were bracing without you noticing can begin to release. The bridge accepts every ounce of you, every bit of tiredness, every trace of the day. Nothing is too heavy for it. Nothing is unwelcome. As your weight settles into that first step, the bridge brightens just a little under your foot. A tender glow rises to meet you, warm and kind. It is as if the bridge is saying, I feel you. I am here. The light does not glare or shine sharply. It simply grows a bit more golden, a bit more present, right where you are. A quiet hum lives under the surface. Not a sound exactly, more like a feeling, a soft vibration of comfort that travels up through your feet, into your legs, into the whole length of you. It is slow and steady, like a distant lullaby without words. With each gentle pulse, your body understands that it is safe to soften. You take another step. The second foot presses into the moonlit weave, and again the softness rises to hold it. Again, the glow brightens under you, a small circle of light that moves with each step you take. The hum answers this new contact, flowing through you, smoothing the edges of any tightness that might still be lingering. The rhythm of your steps becomes its own quiet music. Step and soften. Step and release. With each movement forward, a little more of the day slides away, like leaves drifting slowly down a stream. You do not have to push it away, it simply loosens, then slips free. On either side, the river continues its calm journey beneath the bridge. The water looks dark and deep, but peaceful, like a mind already halfway to sleep. Stars and moonlight rest lazily on its surface, stretching out in silver ribbons that sway with every gentle current. The river does not hurry, it only flows. Above, the night sky stretches, wide and still. Stars hang in their places, quietly steady, each one a tiny, faithful point of light. They do not ask anything of you. They simply shine, calm and unbothered, keeping silent company as you walk. Between them, the darkness is soft and welcoming, like the inside of a dream. The bridge itself feels utterly steady beneath you. Every step lands on something that is both strong and tender. The woven starlight yields just enough to cradle your foot, then lifts you onward, step by step. You are never off balance here, never alone in your movement. As you continue, the gentle glow keeps following your feet. Each step brightens the space just in front of you, no farther than you need. The path behind grows dimmer, fading back into a soft, hazy light, while the place you stand remains clearly held. You do not need to see the whole bridge at once, only this next step, and then the next. Something in you begins to lean into this trust, into the simple truth that the bridge appears exactly as far as you need it, exactly when you need it. You are guided by its quiet glow, without any need to know where it ends or how long it will last. Here, not knowing feels peaceful, like closing your eyes and letting yourself float. With each new step, tension slides down through your legs and out through the soles of your feet into the soft, glowing weave below. The bridge takes it in and dissolves it effortlessly, the way warm water melts ice. Any tightness in your calves, your thighs, your hips slowly unwinds. The simple act of walking becomes a gentle massage from the ground itself. Your breathing keeps a slow companion rhythm. In, as one foot rises, weight shifting. Out, as it settles into the soft bridge, glow blooming beneath. In, a quiet, easy fullness. Out, a deeper, heavier release. as if each exhale could carry away the last of the day's worries. The humming comfort under your feet feels stronger now, but in a soothing way. It is like being wrapped in a soft, steady vibration of safety that moves up through your legs, your spine, your shoulders. Anywhere that has been holding on can finally let go, like a hand unclenching after holding something too long. Neck, jaw, forehead, all gradually softening in the rhythm of your steps. You notice how the bridge responds to even the tiniest shift. A slightly brighter glow as your foot touches down. A faint deepening of the hum when you pause for a breath. It is as if the whole structure is alive with a gentle awareness, paying close attention to your comfort, your ease, your quiet journey deeper into rest. The river below continues to flow, and you can almost feel its slow movement from here. A cool, smooth energy gliding beneath the warm glow of the bridge. The contrast is soothing, cool and warm, deep and light. River and sky holding this path in a soft embrace. Every step now feels familiar, like the echo of a lullaby you have always known. Your body moves without effort, carried along by the bridge's kindness. Thoughts, if they appear at all, drift in and out like soft clouds crossing a still night. They do not linger, they do not need to. You may notice that you need to do nothing at all to be guided. The glow simply appears under your feet. The hum simply rises to meet you. The bridge simply continues, calm and steady, asking nothing, promising only support. Here, the path itself is the comfort. With every step, you move not just across the river, but deeper into a quiet place within yourself. A place where everything slows to the pace of your breathing, of your footsteps, of your heart. The world outside this bridge can fade into a gentle distance now, like a story you once heard but no longer need to remember. You walk on, unhurried. The glow beneath you keeps shining softly, a warm thread weaving you forward. The hum beneath your feet remains tender and dependable, like a hand resting lightly on your back, guiding without pressure. The river and sky stretch peacefully on either side, guardians of your rest. Step by soft step, your body grows heavier and more relaxed. Your mind grows quieter, more spacious, more at ease. The dream bridge carries you further into stillness, further into comfort, further into a calm so deep it almost feels like sleep already. And so you continue, guided only by this gentle glow, supported by this steady kindness beneath your feet, moving softly forward with nothing to figure out, nothing to solve, and nowhere you need to be, but right here in this quiet, glowing walk into deeper rest. The bridge carries you forward in a slow, easy way, and the air around you feels softer, quieter, more still. Each step is unhurried, almost like a pause that stretches and opens, making more room for your breath, more room for rest. The gentle glow that guided you begins to thin and widen, like a veil being drawn back. Ahead, the path seems to shimmer just a little, and as you move closer, the feeling of calm grows deeper, like a warm blanket settling around your shoulders, settling around your whole body. Then, almost without noticing when it began, you realize that parts of the bridge beneath your feet have become clear. The surface is still there, strong and sure, holding you with perfect safety, yet your eyes can drift through it now, as if the floor itself has turned to soft glass, kind and inviting. Below, where you might expect only darkness, an endless scattering of stars is waiting. They stretch out in every direction, like a second sky turned upside down, so that the night is no longer only above you, but also below and around, and all the way through this quiet place. Each tiny star glows with its own delicate light, twinkling like distant, steady heartbeats that never hurry, never strain, only gently pulse with calm. For a moment, you might feel as though you are walking along the very center of the night itself, held in the middle of a vast, peaceful universe. Stars above, stars below, stars all around, patient and still, like silent companions on this slow, easy journey toward sleep. As you step forward, the clear parts of the bridge appear more often, and it feels as though you are gliding across the sky, drifting through a river of light. Beneath your feet, the stars shimmer, soft and steady, and with every quiet sparkle, the muscles of your body soften a little more. Shoulders loosen, the jaw releases. The space between the eyebrows smooths out, like ripples on a pond fading into calm. Each star beneath you can feel like a tiny, gentle blessing, not loud, not bright or demanding, just a quiet yes of comfort, a soft nod from the universe saying, "You are safe here, you are held here, you can rest now." All around, above and below, the night feels kind and welcoming, as if it has been waiting just for this moment of ease. The bridge itself is completely steady, yet there is a dreamy sense of floating, like walking through a very slow, very peaceful dream. Your body, lying where it is, feels heavier and more grounded with every breath, as if the bed beneath you is becoming even more supportive, even more solid, gently cradling your weight. At the same time, the imagination drifts higher and higher among the stars, free and light, as though some quiet part of you is gliding through the sky, unbound by effort or gravity. You notice how the two feelings can exist together so easily, the body sinking, settling, the mind drifting, wandering, heaviness and lightness happening at once, perfectly natural, perfectly calm. Another slow step along the bridge, and more of the path ahead turns clear and starlit. It feels as if you are walking on the night itself, as if your feet are touching the soft glow of distant suns. Yet you know, deep down, that you are fully supported. The structure beneath you is unshakable, strong and warm, like the steady presence of someone who will not let you fall. You pause for a breath and let your attention rest on the stars beneath you. They twinkle softly like tiny breathing lights, in and out, in and out. Their gentle rhythm begins to match the slow rhythm of your own breath, so that after a while you hardly know which is which, only that everything is moving together in quiet harmony. With each exhale, the body grows heavier, as if all the remaining tension is flowing downward, out through the soles of your feet, and dissolving into the vast sky beneath the bridge. The stars receive it without a sound, without effort, and in return they offer ease, a calm glow of comfort that rises back up to you like a soft wave of warmth. Above, the stars seem to lean closer as well, like a deep, protective canopy. They curve around this space almost like gentle hands cupped around a fragile flame, keeping the wind away, keeping the world quiet and distant, so that nothing needs to be done, nothing needs to be fixed or changed. Only this, only this simple act of breathing and being here. The more you notice the light, the quieter the mind becomes. Thoughts may appear like wisps of cloud, then drift away again into the deep blue and black of the sky, into the hush between the stars. No thought needs to be followed. No question needs an answer. Everything can simply float slow and light until it dissolves into the soft darkness that holds you. Another step, another glimpse of infinite stars. They glimmer underneath like a velvet river sprinkled with diamonds. Yet there is nothing sharp here, nothing cold, only warmth, only softness. As if each tiny point of light has rounded edges, like smooth pebbles worn by years and years of gentle tides. You may sense that every star underneath your feet is quietly blessing your path, blessing your rest, blessing this tender, sleepy state that is growing stronger and deeper with every passing moment. Their light is not trying to wake you, it is here to lull you, to wrap you in its faint, steady glow, like a distant lullaby that you feel more than you hear. The feeling of weightlessness mingles with complete safety now, as though you could lift off at any moment and float slowly through the night. But you do not have to. You are perfectly content right where you are, moving at the pace of your own breathing, supported from below, protected from above. The bed beneath your body grows heavier again in your awareness, like a gentle hand guiding you to sink more deeply into it. Every part of you knows how to soften. The back, the hips, the legs, the arms, the hands, even the fingers, letting go of any last trace of holding on. All of you is being carried, as surely as you are carried by this starlit bridge. Around you, the night expands and softens, endless yet not empty, filled with quiet presence, filled with unseen kindness, filled with light that neither burns nor blinds, but simply glows, like a soft promise that you are safe to rest as long as you need. You continue forward without effort, almost without choice, because the path is so gentle, so obvious, so easy. Each new step brings more of the same kind of comfort. More stars, more warmth, more of this dreamlike calm where nothing is urgent and time itself feels sleepy and slow. The edges of your awareness may begin to blur, as if the line between the bridge and the sky, between your body and the night, is growing softer and softer. You are still you. You are still here. And yet you are also part of this vast, quiet space, part of the slow, shining rhythm of the stars that pulse above and below. Breath moves in, breath moves out, like a gentle tide that never hurries. With each wave of air, you are drawn a little deeper into rest, a little further into that dreamy, floating serenity where thoughts fade and only feeling remains. Here, in the center of the night, you are lovingly cradled by the cosmos. No effort is needed, nothing is expected. You are simply allowed to be exactly as you are, wrapped in light on all sides, held in a calm that grows softer and softer, quieter and quieter, as the stars continue to shimmer beneath your feet and all around you, in a silence that invites you to drift and gently, peacefully let go. The bridge carries you forward in an easy, unhurried way. The glow around you is soft and steady, like a nightlight that never flickers. Stars lie above and below, stretching out in every direction, and the air feels calm and kind. Each step is gentle, each breath is slow. The world of daytime feels far away now, like a quiet memory that no longer needs your attention. Here, everything is simple. Just the bridge, the soft starlight, the quiet rhythm of your body easing down. Up ahead, a small opening appears along the side of the bridge. It looks like a cozy little nook, tucked safely into the clouds themselves. The edges are rounded and smooth, like they have been shaped by countless soft breezes. It feels like a place that was always waiting for you, a resting place in the sky. As you come closer, you see that the floor of this alcove is made of thick, pillowy cloud. It is gathered into gentle cushions, piled in inviting mounds, glowing faintly from within. The light here is softer, dimmer, as if it whispers, "Rest now." You do not have to go any farther for a while. You step into the alcove, and the bridge feels a little farther away. The sounds of the night become hushed and distant, like they are wrapping you in a quiet blanket. Here, in this space, time loosens its grip. Nothing is urgent, nothing is needed. You lower yourself down into the cloud cushions and feel them rise up to meet you. The surface is cool at first, like fresh sheets just turned down for sleep. Then, slowly, warmth begins to spread through the softness, adjusting to you, holding you. The cloud shapes itself around the back of your body, around your hips, your legs, your arms, cradling every curve. You sink a little deeper, and the cushions gently yield. There is no resistance, no hardness at all. The cloud simply makes room, as if it has all the time in the world to hold you. You feel supported from underneath, as though gravity has become kind and tender. A soft mist curls through the air of the alcove. It moves with the lightness of breath, drifting in slow, gentle waves. When it touches your skin, it is cool and delicate, like a barely there breeze passing over warm hands. Tiny beads of coolness brush your cheeks, your forehead, the line of your jaw. Each contact from the mist invites a little more ease. The coolness along your jawline reaches in and unwinds the small, tight places there. You notice how often that part of you works so hard, clenching and holding. Here it can soften, here it can rest. Your mouth loosens without effort. The tongue relaxes and settles in a comfortable, heavy way. Your lips rest gently together, with no need to press or hold. The mist lingers at the corners of your mouth, smoothing away the last traces of tension. Another wave of cloud mist slides across your shoulders and the back of your neck. It feels like a delicate, cool hand, smoothing the weight away from those tired muscles. The shoulders drift downward, no longer pulled up toward your ears. The neck feels longer, freer, as though it has finally been allowed to stretch out and sigh. The cloud beneath you seems to notice this change. It softens even more, deepening under the weight of your body. You feel yourself gently sinking, as if the sky itself is holding you a little closer. There is nowhere to fall, nowhere to go, only this easy cradle of cloud. Breath comes and goes in slow, quiet waves. Each inhale is like sliding up a smooth, gentle hill. Each exhale is like coasting down the other side, drifting into deeper softness. Time begins to feel stretchy, pulled out long and thin, like a comfortable, lingering exhale that never needs to end. Moments no longer feel separate here. They melt into one another, one soft breath blending into the next. Your body follows this slow rhythm, letting go in tiny, almost invisible ways. A little more heaviness in the arms, a little more melting in the legs. The cloud seats your hips in a perfect hollow, balancing you so easily that your muscles do not need to do anything at all. Your back lengthens, unwinding along the cushion, each vertebra gently supported. The curve of your spine is welcomed, not corrected, held exactly as it wants to be. The mist twines softly around your lower back, loosening any last tight threads. Notice how the weight of your body feels here, not heavy in a burdensome way, but heavy like a stone resting on the bottom of a still pond. Nothing pushes against it, nothing pulls at it, it simply rests, peaceful and undisturbed. Your hands may lie open at your sides or folded gently over your middle. Wherever they are, the fingers soften and uncurl. The palms feel warm, then cool, then warm again as the mist glides past and the cloud cushion responds. Even the tiny muscles through the wrists and forearms sink into calm. Around your head, the cloud has formed its own soft halo. It cups the back of your skull with the perfect amount of support. Your head feels both weightless and deeply grounded at the same time, like it is floating in a gentle pool made just for it. Your forehead smooths out, the skin relaxing, the muscles underneath sighing with relief. Above you, the sky of the bridge feels close and friendly. Stars glow softly, like little islands of rest that watch over you without judgment, without demand. The light trickles down through the thin veil of mist, washing you in a faint silver calm. You are in a place where nothing is expected of you. You are simply allowed to be. Each breath moves through you a little more slowly now. The in-breath arrives like a quiet invitation. The out-breath drifts away like a long, gentle release. Thoughts may come and go, but they feel lighter here, like pieces of cloud passing across a wide, sleepy sky. If any small tension appears, it is met by the cool touch of the mist and the warm embrace of the cloud. A tiny tightness behind the eyes loosens. The space at the base of the skull softens, letting the head rest deeper. The small muscles around the ears relax, as if the sounds of the world have faded far into the distance. The sense of time continues to stretch, like soft taffy being gently pulled. Minutes feel like they're drifting farther apart, leaving wide open spaces of quiet in between. In those spaces, there is only breathing, only resting, only the light, floating feeling of being held. It is safe to linger here as long as you wish. The bridge will wait, the stars will wait. You are not late for anything, not missing anything. This moment is complete on its own. The boundary between waking and sleep grows thin and delicate. You hover in that gentle in-between, not needing to decide which side to choose. If drowsiness comes, it is like a slow, warm tide, sliding in around you. If you stay just on the edge, that is welcome too. Rocking softly in this quiet cradle of cloud, the body continues to melt, bit by bit, jaw easy, shoulders loose, hands relaxed. Mind is soft and open as the mist that curls around you. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only this cloud beneath you, this hush around you, this slow, soothing breath moving through you. You may simply rest here, floating in the gentle glow, feeling lighter with every passing moment, letting thoughts thin out into silence. letting the cloud hold all of you completely, tenderly, as you drift and soften and slowly fade into quiet. The cloud cradles you in its soft, quiet hollow. Everything feels loose and unhurried. Breath moves in and out in an easy, gentle way. The body knows it is safe to rest here. Around you, the night has settled into a deep, calm stillness. The sky feels close, like a comforting presence. The air is soft and mild, with that almost weightless feeling, as if each breath is lined with peace. After a while, something subtle begins to change. The silence is not empty anymore. It has a faint, tender texture, like the softest murmur, far away at first, almost hidden inside the breeze. At the edges of awareness, tiny threads of sound drift nearer. They are not sharp, not clear, just a gentle hum of kindness, like wind that has learned to speak in the language of comfort, like light that has turned itself into sound only for this quiet moment. The breeze that brushes over the skin carries those whispers. They move slowly, carefully, as if they do not want to startle. Soft phrases, almost felt more than heard, curl around the ears and the heart, each one a small, loving wish floating toward you through the night. Safe here, rest here, you are held, you are loved. The words seem to be made of air and warmth. They glide over the surface of the body the way a hand might glide over a blanket, gentle, unhurried, asking nothing at all, only offering comfort again and again. With every quiet breath, more of those kind wishes arrive. They drift down like slow, warm snowflakes that never melt. They land on the forehead, the cheeks, the shoulders, the chest. Every place they touch grows softer, looser, more at ease. Peace for the brow, peace for the eyes, peace for the thoughts that once tried to race, all of them now invited to slow, to quiet, to rest. The whispers move lower like a warm tide sliding down over the body, across the chest, where the heart has carried so much, across the ribs, where breath has hurried and tightened before. Now everything is asked so gently to let go. You are safe, you are safe, you are safe. The words are light as feathered breath, yet they feel steady and sure. They do not rush. They repeat themselves kindly, like a lullaby that never tires. The more they repeat, the more they sink in. Warmth gathers around the heart like a soft blanket from the inside, as if the night itself is wrapping that space in its arms. Any old echoes of worry, any leftover strain, begin to loosen. They no longer need to stay awake. The breeze moves across the belly, the hips, the legs. Each part of the body receives the same gentle blessing. Slow, quiet wishes of ease, of comfort, of deep and simple rest. They sink through skin and muscle all the way into the bones. Rest now, rest deeply, nothing to do, nothing to hold. It feels as if the night is watching over everything. Not in a sharp or heavy way, but in a soft, protective presence. Like a guardian that needs no shape, only warmth and calm. It stands watch so that every part of you is free to loosen and drift. With every new breath, another layer of comfort settles over you, like thin, weightless blankets of starlight and air. One layer of safety, one layer of quiet, one layer of peace. They pile up gently, never too much, never too heavy, just enough to make the world feel far away and kind, just enough to make the body feel perfectly supported, just enough to let the mind know it does not have to guard anything now. The whispers keep flowing, slow and steady. Sometimes they sound like words. Sometimes they are only a soft hum of love, with no language at all. Both feel just as soothing, just as safe. Any tightness that once lived in the chest is slowly unwound. Any old tension at the back of the neck, between the shoulders, melts in the warmth. The whispers find those places, stroke them with invisible hands of night. They hush those tired muscles, the way you would hush a child after a long day. Quiet here, soft here, gentle here. Inside, something begins to grow very still. Not empty, not numb, just peaceful. Like the quiet surface of a lake under the stars. Nothing needing to break the water, nothing needing to disturb the calm. Thoughts may still appear now and then, like little ripples. They show up, drift across, and then fade back into the smoothness. The whispers welcome them, soothe them, and send them on their way. No thought has to stay, no feeling has to explain itself. Only kindness is allowed to remain in this space. Kindness in the way the body is allowed to be exactly as it is. Kindness in the way breath moves at its own pace. Kindness in the way the night holds everything without question. The air around you feels warmer now, even if the temperature has not changed. Warm in the way understanding feels warm. Warm in the way acceptance feels warm, as if every part of you is being quietly told, again and again, that it belongs. The soft wishes keep settling over the skin like a hush that never ends, over the hands that once held on so tightly, over the jaw that once clenched in effort or worry, over the mind that once tried so hard to solve, to plan, to protect. It is all right to rest. It is all right to loosen. It is all right to drift. The body grows heavier in the safest way, sinking into the cloud's gentle embrace. At the same time, the inner world grows lighter, clearer, more open, like a room with all the sharp corners rounded off. Every edge softened by time, by breath, by these tender sounds of the night. Here, nothing is demanded. Here, nothing is rushed. Here, every part of you is allowed to be tired and to be comforted. The whispers understand, and they keep offering the same simple promise. You are watched over, you are protected, you are never alone in this quiet. The night leans closer, not as a weight, but as a gentle shelter. It feels like being inside a soft, endless sigh of relief. The kind of relief that reaches deep into old places of strain. The kind that finally lets them rest without needing to wake again soon. Breath slows a little more, deep and easy, in and out, in a rhythm that rocks you from the inside. Every exhale carries away one more thin thread of tension. Every inhale gathers one more layer of soft, steady comfort. The whispers begin to blur together into a single, loving murmur. They do not need to be understood anymore. Their meaning is already resting in the body, in the heart, in the quiet mind. Their work is done simply by being here, nearby, so gentle. Wrapped in this cocoon of sound and silence, of wind and warmth, you settle. The cloud holds you, the night holds you, and the kind, quiet wishes keep watch over your rest until even the need to listen slips softly away into sleep, and everything drifts into a deep, peaceful hush. The night feels a little softer now, quieter, as if everything has slowed down to match the rhythm of a calm, steady breath. The air around you is gentle and cool. The glow of the stars above is steady and kind. The soft sound of the river is still there, like a quiet lullaby that never really ends, only drifts further into the background as the body grows heavier and the mind grows loose and free. The bridge beneath you feels calm and familiar. Its presence has been a comfort, a steady path between one side and the other. Now, in this deep, quiet night, even the bridge begins to soften a little. Edges that once felt clear and solid now feel slow and hazy, as if they are wrapped in a thin, silver mist. Notice how the air around the bridge feels a touch more velvety, a little more blurred at the edges. The rail beneath your resting hand is smooth and cool, but maybe not quite as firm as before. As you rest here, it is as if the wood, the stone, the shape of the bridge itself are gently exhaling, releasing any sharp corners, any hard lines, into the soft night. The mist that hangs above the river thickens just slightly, but in a comforting way. It is a soft veil, a gentle blur that doesn't hide anything important. It only quiets what is not needed right now. Shapes blend, lights soften. Every detail that once invited attention now asks for nothing at all. Breath moves in and out in easy waves, in and out, like the river below, flowing without effort, without hurry, simply moving, simply being. The quieter your breath becomes, the more the world around you seems to match it, everything following the same slow, peaceful rhythm. The bridge no longer feels like a thing you stand upon. It feels more like a place you are floating with, as if the bridge itself is resting, weightless above the water, held by the gentle, unseen hands of the night. If you notice the feeling of your feet, it may seem as if the boards beneath them are dissolving into softness, not falling away, not disappearing, just melting into the mist, so that their borders are less clear, less defined. You know you are supported, you know you are safe, and because you know this, it becomes easier to let everything relax a little more. The rail by your side no longer feels like something you need to hold. It becomes a suggestion of a rail, a memory of a rail, fading gently into stillness. Your body understands that it does not need to do anything now. It does not need to hold on. It does not need to prepare. It can simply hang here in the softness, suspended between earth and sky. Above, the stars are watching with their quiet light. They seem closer now, as if the night has slowly drawn them down toward you. Tiny points of gentle brightness scattered in every direction, like soft cushions of light in the endless dark. As you breathe, it can feel as though the stars respond. Each easy inhale brings them a little nearer. Each slow exhale allows them to settle around you in a loose, glowing circle. Not pressing, not surrounding in any heavy way, just drifting nearer, like friendly lanterns on a calm, silent lake. The more the bridge fades into mist, the less you feel like you are standing on something. Instead, there's a sense of floating, floating in the open air, above the slow, whispering river, under the deep, star-filled sky. No effort, no need to move, just resting in the quiet space between everything. Boundaries begin to blur in the gentlest way. Where your feet end and the bridge begins is no longer so clear. Where the mist ends and the sky begins is no longer so certain. Even the line between your body and the night around you starts to feel softer, looser, more open. Perhaps it feels as though your edges are dissolving into the air, the weight of your shoulders sliding outward, like ink gently spreading through water. The space around your chest and back becoming one big, calm field of stillness, where breathing happens by itself, slow and easy. Above, the stars look almost close enough to touch. One seems to hang just at the corner of your awareness, like a soft, glowing point of rest. Another lingers somewhere near your shoulder, another drifts just above your forehead. You are not reaching for them. They are simply arriving, quietly, respectfully, taking their places around you in the dark. It almost feels as though you are resting inside a loose nest of light. Tiny, gentle stars, like downy feathers scattered all around. Not bright enough to wake you, just bright enough to feel kind, safe, and calm. The sense of a clear direction, a path from one side to the other, is easing away. Here, there is no need to go anywhere, no need to make your way across, no need to arrive. There is only this, floating, breathing, being. The river below has turned into pure sound now. You may not see it in your mind at all. You might only sense its steady movement, a quiet hush, a low, soothing murmur that asks for nothing, that offers no story, only a soft, continuous presence. Above, around, within, everything is becoming one wide, gentle space. The bridge, the river, the banks, the sky, your body, your breath, all part of the same slow, glowing night. No sharp edges, no strong lines, and only curves and softness, like a dream that is kind and unhurried. In this space, time loosens its grip. Moments stretch out, long and unbroken, like a single, smooth ribbon of quiet. You might not know if you have been here for a minute, or an hour, or longer. It makes no difference. Here, time is not something to measure. It is only something to relax into. Thoughts, if they appear, seem lighter and more transparent now. They drift in like wisps of cloud, gentle and vague. They do not need to be followed. They do not need to be held. They can arrive and then fade, like the bridge itself, like the mist, like everything in this soft night. Your body understands the invitation of this stillness. Muscles that may have been holding, even a little, begin to release their grip. The eyes grow heavier, whether closed or almost closed. The jaw loosens, the tongue rests, hands fall into a comfortable, natural position. Feet or legs sink a little deeper into their own quiet weight. Here, There is nothing to fix, nothing to figure out, nothing to repeat in your mind. Only the simple awareness of how deeply you are being held by the night, by the softness of this moment, by the gentle glow that seems to fill the air. The sense of me and world can begin to feel less separate. It might feel as though you are not standing on the bridge, but that you have become part of the bridge, part of the mist, part of the river's quiet song, part of the starlit sky. A single peaceful presence, spread out in every direction, resting in its own calm light. If sleep wants to come, it can slip in easily here, as quietly as a star appearing at the very edge of the horizon. No effort, no trying, just a natural downward drift, like a feather turning slowly in the air, finding its way toward the softest place to land. And if sleep waits a little longer, that is also completely at ease here. You can remain in this open, luminous space, neither fully awake nor fully gone, but gently somewhere in between. Floating, listening, breathing, settled in a wide pool of stillness that asks for nothing more than simple rest. The stars remain close, quiet companions in the dark. The river continues its low, steady whisper beneath. The bridge is almost gone now, dissolved into the soft fabric of night, leaving only comfort, only support, only a sense of being gently carried. Thought by thought, breath by breath, the mind grows quieter, the body grows heavier, awareness loosens and spreads, like light fading at the end of the day, smooth and easy, with no sharp edge between here and sleep. Nothing needs to happen, nothing needs to change. This calm, spacious night will hold you, whether you are drifting into dreams, hovering at the edge, or already far away in deep, peaceful slumber. All around and deep within, the gentle glow of this quiet sky remains, soft, steady, and endlessly calm as you continue to rest without effort in the boundless, soothing stillness of the night. The night is very soft now. Everything has grown quiet and slow. The starlit bridge rests in a gentle glow, like a hush across the sky. And here, in this calm, nothing is being asked of you. The air around you feels warm and kind. It holds you in an easy stillness. Above, the stars shimmer faintly, not needing to be bright, only steady. Their light seems to breathe with you, rising and falling in a quiet rhythm. The bridge beneath you is peaceful and sure. It does not hurry you. It does not expect anything. It simply holds and supports and lets you be exactly as you are in this moment. Thoughts may still drift across the mind, like small clouds brushing past the moon. They do not disturb the glow. They cannot disturb it. The calm is wider than any thought, deeper than any ripple of feeling. Here you are safe. Safe to rest, safe to drift, safe to feel tired, or fuzzy, or half awake, or almost gone into sleep. You are gently held in this space the way the night holds the sea. There is nothing to fix, nothing to solve, nothing that needs your attention right now. If a part of you is still watching, still listening, that is all right. That part can just sit here by the edge of the dream, like someone watching soft waves in the dark. It does not need to push you into sleep. It does not need to do anything at all. Sleep comes in its own time, in its own way, sometimes like a slow tide, almost unnoticeable, sometimes like a soft curtain, drawing itself closed without effort. Either way is perfectly fine. You do not have to reach for it. You do not have to make it happen. The body already knows how to rest. The mind already knows how to loosen and float. This gentle glow is like a quiet promise all around you, a promise that you are allowed to pause, allowed to be unfinished, allowed to be exactly as you are without trying to be any different. If you are still hovering near the edge of dreams, that edge is a kind place. It is soft under your feet, like cool sand in the dark. You can linger there for as long as you like, half here, half drifting, rocked by the rhythm of your own breathing. If you have already slipped deeper, your breathing slow and far away, that is welcome too. The words can fade into the background, like a distant lullaby. Their meaning is not important anymore, only the gentle tone, the soft rise and fall, staying with you as you float. The night around you is wide, and quiet and kind. It will hold whatever needs holding without any strain. You can set everything down here, one by one or all at once. Tasks, worries, plans, even hopes and wishes, all resting on the shore of this moment. Nothing will be lost, nothing will be forgotten. It will all be here when the time is right, waiting calmly. For now, it can all sleep too. You are not alone here. You are cradled in the gentle space between waking and sleep. The bridge, the stars, the soft night air all lean close around you. Not pressing, not clinging, just quietly keeping you company. Each breath is like a small lantern in the dark, glowing for a moment, then dimming, then glowing again. Always returning, always enough. You do not have to breathe in any special way for it to be right. Notice how the body feels a little heavier or softer than before. Perhaps the limbs feel looser now, as if they are slowly melting into the place beneath them. The face can be smooth and gentle without effort. The eyes can rest, whether open, closing, or already fully closed. In this calm glow, time does not matter. Minutes, hours, all of it can drift out beyond the edge of awareness. What remains is only this soft now, this simple, quiet now, where you are already doing enough by just being here. If a thought returns saying you should be doing more, you can let it be like a small bird landing for a moment, then flying on. No need to chase it, no need to argue with it. The glow does not dim because of a single thought. You are allowed to rest, even if everything is not finished. You are allowed to rest, even if you are not sure how to let go. Rest can still find you. It can seep in gently through the cracks between thoughts, through the spaces between breaths. Imagine the gentle light of the bridge settling over you like the softest blanket. Not heavy, not hot, just a thin, warm layer of comfort, smoothing out the edges of the day, smoothing out the edges of the mind. The stars above seem to lean in, then lean back in a silent, easy rhythm. They have watched countless nights come and go. They are in no rush. They know that sleep always finds its way sooner or later, like water finding the sea. Here you are welcomed exactly as you are, sleepy or awake, clear or hazy, calm or gently stirring inside. There is nothing wrong with how you feel right now. Every feeling has space here. Every breath is accepted. Every small shift of the body is just another wave on a very quiet shore. If you wish, you can imagine yourself resting at the center of the bridge, the soft glow all around, the silent sky above, and the dark, peaceful world below. Supported from every side, cradled from beneath, watched over by starlight. The glow does not ask you to choose between staying awake and falling asleep. It simply stays with you however you are. If wakefulness lingers, it is held gently. If sleep arrives, it is welcomed like an old friend. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is required of you tonight. You have come far enough for now. You have done enough. All that remains is this easy resting, this soft floating, this quiet being. Let the bridge hold you the way the shore holds the tide. Thoughts thin out like mist at the edge of a field. Feelings grow softer like echoes growing faint in the distance. Breath rises and falls, steady and kind. The body grows heavier and lighter all at once. If any part of you is still listening closely, it can relax its grip now. It can lean back. It can sink into the glow, knowing that everything is all right for this moment. Nothing is being missed. All is gentle here. All is slower here. The night wraps around you with quiet care. The starlit bridge waits with easy patience. You are safe. You are held. You are allowed to drift in your own way, in your own time. Rest will come the way night deepens, without force, without effort. And as the glow around you softens and the spaces between the words grow wider and quieter, you can simply remain here, floating, breathing, barely needing to notice anything at all, resting in the gentle glow until even the words grow silent and only the peaceful night remains.